week long. Doyle Brunson, the Hall of Famer, a true presence at the table.
I'm Doyle Brunson, and they call me Texas Dolly. Well, I guess I am the elder statesman every time I sit down, just about. I've always noticed that when poker players get to be 50 years old, their game starts declining. So I feel very fortunate that I may not be quite as good as I used to be, but I'm close. I've never considered myself to be any kind of a celebrity. I'm a poker player that came along at the right time. These younger guys, I think they should realize, how lucky they are to come along at this particular time. If they had to go back to the old days, back when we were on the road, we were in danger all the time. We got cheated, we got robbed, we got arrested. It was quite a different lifestyle back then. What really keeps me coming back is just that I love to compete. I think it's kept me young all these years. My body's breaking down, but I still enjoy playing. It's been a great life. I've had a good time, and I've enjoyed myself. I have made some money. I hope just to keep playing until they throw dirt in my face.
There's a reason he's called the Godfather of Poker, and that's because he's outlasted everyone else, both in life and in the game.
From a legend of poker to a guy who's a legend in his own mind, we have another Phil Hellmuth story that Daniel is telling.
And then he tweeted, like, I'm just so proud to see that Justin Timberlake's a big fan of mine. But he didn't even know who the hell he was.
Did you read the one where he's like, Jennifer Aniston didn't recognize me or something, but I'm going to be sending her, or sending Sienna Miller my book.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it because I actually like Phil, but I think he has kind of lost it a little bit.
Yeah, I like him too.
I love Phil.
Doyle doesn't love that hand. David's out. The loose cannon raises to 1,200. Action folds around to Daniel.
You got it.
Who folds?
We're really having some problems getting in the hands together here.
Well, he knows that your wife wants him to bust you, so he's just staying out of your way, so that won't happen. He's
trying to disappoint your wife, like you probably have in your... No, never mind.
Oh!
No! I don't know how that came out of my mouth.
Watch out, she's German. She's going to be here in a few hours.
That was gold there.
You're on your own.
I mean, that was so impromptu.
Score one for Daniel. Doyle gets the assist just because.
Will Davis will be second to act this hand. Williams folds.
Been there and
Pocket sixes for the loose cannon. Raises to 1,200. Action folds around to Doyle Brunson. Ah, with the Brunson.
And he's reaching for chips.
Raise the pot.
Raise the pot.
I guess if the hand's named after you, that does make you pot committed.
A raise to 4,400.
So 32 more?
Yes, correct.
Will calls.
I don't know if anyone's the real favorite against 10 deuce when Doyle's holding it.
8 queen deuce on the flop. Bottom pair for Doyle.
What you got, approximately?
Oh, now you sound like an internet player.
No, not just approximately. That's good. I can
50,
see.
55, 60.
I'm all in.
Doyle's all in.
Wow.
Fire up the TiVo. It's the Doyle Show.
Doyle Brunson poker, baby.
Will folds.
You said it.
Doyle shows the Brunson.
Oh, no.
You just can't help it with that hand. Doyle just can't help it. This is Doyle's hand, right here.
It's very loose with my money.
It's a world champ.
I know his hand.
First, Will gets zinged by Daniel, then he gets smoked by Doyle, putting on a show for the people at home. Brutal.
I've never heard you say that before. How much you playing over there?
I don't, and that's you're right. I never say that.
That's the first time I've ever heard you do that.
I couldn't see. You know why? It's because
Couldn't see the
I can't
grays.
see back there.
Sorry.
And they're it's hard to distinguish the color.
So apparently the loose cannon is sitting right here.
No, I've never asked anybody that, and I've never counted my chips down for anybody.
You know, the kids today, like, how much do you have exactly? You got like 380,000 or something. What, are you being serious?
I just tell them that there they are. If you want the dealer to count them, well, okay, but I'm not going to count them.
Bro.
Abe Mosseri raises. Calacanis is out. Negreanu. Jack 10 suited.
Jack 10 suited is a hand that plays very well in position.
Raises to 4,000. Action folds. And Abe calls.
Me and Abe.
Me and Daniel.
Position.
You got position. Better player.
Better hand.
Better hair.
Better hand.
Better hand.
5 deuce king.
Forgot about the better hand part.
Abe checks.
Daniel's repped a big hand, so when it's checked him, he's likely to continuation bet.
He does, 5,500.
You have the nut no pair? Ace queen.
And Abe folds.
Pick a card, any card.
Deuce of diamonds.
Don't tell me that.
Daniel shows the 10.
See a 10.
God, I wanted to hit that deuce of diamonds.
I have a feeling I would have seen a 10 no matter what card I
I
picked.
never usually get curious about people's hands, but just pick either card you want. I'm going to have to remember that.
It's fun.
The funny thing is, I usually don't care either, but once I see one, I want to know the other now. I'm like, what the hell's the other one?
That's why he does it. It's like a slow needle. It's like a little needle.
Because a 10 could be like anything.
It would have been sweet if it was a deuce of diamonds for a lot of reasons. Because of Doyle's previous hand, because of your deuce of diamonds re-raising, there was a deuce on the board. So many.
Abe Mosseri, pocket pair, here on hand 50 out of 150. Raised to 1,200. Action folds to Doyle. Let's go ace-jack on the button.
Tight laydown.
9-6 suited for David Williams makes the call. And the loose cannon folds.
Even though David has a raggy hand like 9-6, he's pretty much a coin flip against 2 5s.
Queen, jack, deuce, 2 hearts. Check by Williams. Check by Mosseri.
Abe's got the best hand. He's checking for pot control.
10 of diamonds on the turn.
Williams has picked up an open-ended straight draw.
And fires 2,300. Abe calls.
Good read by Abe.
The river. The deuce of diamonds, Daniel's card.
David's missed. He can only win with a bluff.
And here it comes, 5,700. And it gets Abe to lay down the best hand.
I'll either look very smart or very dumb.
Doyle's running the table over, still not satisfied. You can't win every pot.
Well, more cash will be changing hands. Who will be smarting and who will be smiling? Find out when we come back.
PokerStars.net is now offering you poker tips directly on your phone. We will send you text messages and video tips from the PokerStars.net pros. All you gotta do is text POKER to the short code 52525. Really easy. Text message POKER to 52525 now. Standard text message rates apply.
Welcome back to Las Vegas for the big game. Joe Stapleton and Chris Rose watching hand 51 out of 150. Jason Calacanis, Jack, Ace.
Yeah, you should definitely finish.
Raises to 1,200.
What a great show that was.
Daniel folds.
I missed that show.
Another pair of ladies for Doyle Brunson.
Check his face for bruises. He's getting smacked with the deck.
He just calls. David Williams folds on the button. The loose cannon does as well. Abe Mosseri, though, he's playing.
Doyle's just called with his queens, maybe trying to trap Jason yet again.
3 to the flop. 4 deuce jack, 3 diamonds.
No one's got a diamond.
Abe checks. Calacanis bets 4,000.
This is another very bad flop for Jason. It's a pretty safe board for Doyle. It's hard to put someone on a flop flush.
Doyle smooth calls.
Doyle's calling for pot control and to watch the diamond situation.
And Abe folds.
Easy fold for Abe.
So it's Calacanis and his top pair against Doyle Brunson and his queens. To the turn, another queen, giving Doyle a set.
If Doyle liked his hand before, he loves it now.
Calacanis is checked on over to the Hall of Famer.
He's probably going to bet now, try to build this pot.
Makes it 8,000 to go.
Another difficult spot. He lets it go. The tech guru must have seen the README file on Doyle.
Can we pick a card?
Yeah, you can.
The front one, this one right here.
That's it. Thank you, God.
How about the other one?
Yeah, it's the same card.
The other one was the best it could be there. I think it was Queen of Diamonds.
This ain't Doyle's first rodeo, and this ain't the first pot he's won tonight either. Doyle's leading the table in all of the following categories. 3-bet percentage, which is just re-raising pre-flop. Continuation bet percentage, which is betting the flop after raising pre-flop. And showdowns, Doyle hasn't lost a single one. And of course, the most important stat, profit, he leads there too.
How much can you bet altogether if you want?
2,000 first in.
Doyle discussing our format, which is pot limit pre-flop.
You haven't realized that by now? We played about 50 hands. You haven't realized?
No, nobody's ever done it.
I did it.
He did it once.
As a joke. I said all in, but
Oh, this is like the Omaha. Something's 3 times something. I don't know what that is either. Huh?
With the ante, it changes everything.
Doyle folds, as does David. The loose cannon, Will Davis. Raises to 1,200, gets Abe to fold. Jason Calacanis calls with pocket sevens. Daniel, ace, jack.
I think this could be the one. For me and you, we just woo-woo.
Let's do it.
Woo-woo, get a little crazy. Okay? Okay. I'm going to raise that guy and this guy. Both of them.
Daniel's deciding how much.
Playing hands and talking now.
To 4,700.
I'm scared.
Oh, the LC folds.